Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing another episode of making a whole solar system out of habitable planets. So yeah, last episode we got all of the objects from both stars pretty much completed. I think we can definitely still add a few more in. But yeah, here's our lineup so far of all the objects. So we've got, I know Lime Earth was one of the newer ones, but yeah, we've got Wind God. We've obviously got Pascal here from the original episode. We also added the Dark Earth here. I renamed that one. This is a really good looking one, so I really like this one. But yeah, that's what it looks like underneath. Then it's also got the really sort of dark navy blue atmosphere on it. We've got Proxima B there. We've got Sea God. We've got Hell God. We've got Lava God. We've got the original Fire God there. We've got Party Earth as well. And then we also added Pearl. I named this one Pearl from last episode as well. So that's our current lineup so far. But I reckon we could probably sneak some moons around here, and also I want to add asteroid belts, rings, things like that. So it's a bit of like cleanup, housekeeping today for the system. So I'm going to go back off to chart mode and let's just get straight into this. So let's put labels on as well. Right, so Lava God, Lime, right, so, not sure. And I'll head back to Alpha A actually, because this was the original star, yeah. So I'm going back over here, right. So do I want to add rings to any of these objects? I'm thinking maybe Wind God over here. I think this one could look quite good with rings. So, and maybe a moon as well around this. So, yeah, we're realistic. All right, that's fine. So, rings. Right, I have to definitely make regular saves with the rings. But yeah, let's go with 2 to 4 radar. But I'm actually going to lower that in radar. So, where are we? Blah, blah. Where is the radius? Oh, we're in an older version. Okay, what I'm looking for may not. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, radius. Right, so I'm going to go to 1.5. I'm going to lower that slightly, then I'm going to add rings. How does that look? So there we go, that's the current ring. I'm actually going to delete those. I want to use a set of Saturn's rings instead, actually. I think that'll look quite cool. So let's go to, 1.5. And then the radius will go to about, let's see, we'll go to we'll go to 2.5. How about that? How does that look? So, voila. There we go. Yes, I'm liking that. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll roll with that. So if we click play, there we go. Okay, I'm liking that. So it's got those sort of little Saturn rings sort of texture, just so there's a few different coloured asteroids in there. Just make it slightly more interesting. Also, the planet's already tilted as well, so the rings are slightly tilted. So we just take the moment to enjoy the world. Look at that. I'm liking that already. Look at that. Also, the crazy clouds on it. We can speed time up just to enjoy the rings a little more with the clouds and stuff. But yeah, I'm liking that. That's looking good. So yeah, there we go. First rings of the system. And I don't usually add rings into the system, but yeah, why not? Let's do it for this one. So yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and just slow that down. Right, and now we can get to a moon of some kind. But yeah, still keeping in line with the system rules. It's got to be habitable. So yeah, we'll go with one moon because obviously these planets aren't really too big. We can't have like crazy amounts of moons like we would have with the gas giants. So what could we have as a moon around here? Maybe one of the old templates. I've got some of the old Pascals I could work off. Or maybe I could go for just as a completely simple template. What if I go for like a good old regular earth blue world? So if I go to dark, it's not dark blue, it was just regular blue. Yeah, it was this one. So let's go ahead and I'll try and make it sort of match the rings as well. So I'm going to just do that. There we go. Also, this guy's going to need to be made way smaller as well. But yeah, this is the earth blue atmosphere, so it should have a climate mode we can use if we want. Yep, there it is. But yeah, we need to make this guy a lot smaller. So let's go to about about 2,100, about the size of Mercury there, so that should easily be able to orbit this thing at 3.4 Earths. The mass of this is quite low, so if we click auto orbit, that should hopefully put orbits on. So that should hopefully work around that object rather nicely. So there we go. Now we just need to make sure it doesn't smoke up if we add water to it. So that's looking fine. See, that's something you can't do in the newer versions, because we've seen this in one of the other recent series. I think it was where we terraformed the whole solar system. We had to put it up to like 12 moons or something for it to stop smoking up. But you're here, it works fine at 2 masses of moons. So they've really sort of changed the settings with like if an object smokes up or not, or if it's a glitch, I'm not sure. But yeah, they've made it a lot harder to get small objects like colonized in the newer versions. So you've got a bit of a lighting glitch just due to both of the stars. We'll just look at it at this side. But let's just go ahead and lower the water. So there we go, so that's our surface underneath. So just a simple good old earth blue. So there we go, that always works well for habitable planets. So there we go. We have to see the atmosphere as well. How's our atmosphere? So it's got 2.5 ATM. Okay, so it's cooling down. We can lower the albedo. We want to get some heat on here. We don't want to make it too low. So how are we doing? So, okay. Surface pressure, let's try 3. Can we just get a little bit of heat in there? 0 degrees. Does it warm up? No, it's getting too cold. So we just need to get that sweet spot of the atmosphere pressure. So let's try that again. 5 ATM. No, it won't work at 5. Let's just check the planet itself. This is at 3.88 ATM, but it's a lot larger, so I think that does make a difference as well. So 0, okay. What if we try 10 ATM? Still going to get cold? Really? Ooh, interesting. 20. Reset to 0 degrees. Still getting cold? Okay. That's quite annoying. Come on. It should be working at this sort of level, from what I remember in this old version. Because if you remember as well, we are in update 23.2 here. So yeah, update 23.2 at the bottom left of the screen there. So this version does work slightly different to the newer ones, and I haven't really played it much in this version other than making these videos, since I've been going in between versions for different videos. So yeah, I'm not the best with this one. Now, how do I change the surface color? It's here, isn't it? Yeah. So they move that. Still have to readjust it using all the different versions. So let's just go have a nice simple green. It'll match our world there. Go for sort of a yellow color for the lower elevation. There we go. Seems to be a little... This one seems to be glitching a little around with the light in there. I'm not sure why it's doing that. If we try a flashlight, is that going to fix it? Seems to be... Yeah, okay. I'll scrap this one, actually. Let's try just a different shade, because maybe it's that object that's broken. So let's just try this one. So this is the other shade of blue. So here we go. Okay, so let's see what this one does. So we'll put it to 2,100, and so about the same size again. So put that in orbit. There we go. That's fine. There we go. Okay, so let's just see if this one... Can we get the temperature of this guy to warm up? So let's go to our sensors here. Right, there we go. So 5 ATM. And that immediately warms up. Okay, I'm guessing it was just that object that was glitched. Maybe because it's one of the climate mode objects, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm not sure entirely, but maybe it was that. I have no clue. So now I just want to get the orbit into the correct area. So I just want to have to get this correct. So where are we? So I'm going to move the planet over here. I'm going to try... Oh, okay, yep, be careful there. Oh, I could have it reversed direction as well. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? And then I just want it to match the sort of rings, where the rings are. So I just have to... Just tweak it around a little bit. Come on, so yeah, that's the anomaly. Okay, that just moves the object. It's these options here. I just have to get these correct. So there we go. Yeah, that's looking perfect, sort of in line with the rings there. Okay, I'm happy with that. So there we go. Right, now if I add water to it, will it upset our temperature? So, no, the temperature's still increasing. Fine. All right, awesome. So we can work with this. So there we go. So let's just lower the water down. There we go. Just spam click it a little bit. Don't go too crazy. I want to have quite a decent amount of land on here, and then onto the colours. Oh, yeah, the old frozen glitch strikes once more. Really, game? Why you gotta do that? Like, oh, that's so frustrating. We had it like perfect. This is the fix I used to try, so I'll just have it paused. Just have to, yeah. So I mean, just get it all set up, and then I'll just do it. If it strikes again, I'm just going to move on. We're not going to just spend a whole episode fixing the frozen glitch, because I've done it countless times before in episodes. So yeah, I don't want to be sitting on it all day. There we go. Okay, that's a little too much yellow there. Let's just darken that down. Or make it a little more pale. There we go. To make it sort of look more like a sandy sort of colour. So there we go. I'm happy with the way that's looking. All right. So there we go. Right, and I'll just call it Moon 1. I'm not really gonna go too much with the names. Then I'm gonna save it and reopen it. So I'm hoping that will fix it. That was the way to fix it, or one of the ways to try and fix it, I should say, back in the day. Okay, so how are we going to do now? Play. Okay, it's promising so far. Okay, we have to speed it up a little bit just to see. Okay, it's looking all right. All right, good. Rotational period will put to 1 day. There we go, so get a little rotation. Or we could tidally lock it. You know what? Let's do it. Just make it a little more interesting. So tidally lock. Why not? So there we go. So that's tidally locked to the planet now. So sort of like our moon with Earth. So there we go. But yeah, it seems to be not freezing back up. So maybe our little fix will work there. But yeah, there we go. So that is our moon. So let's go ahead and save it. And I want to pause it first before we do that. So pause, save it. So just so we got that saved without any glitches. So there we go. So that is our first moon and ring system added around. So we've got Wind God there, and then it's new moon. So there we go. But heading a little further inwards to the system, Party Earth. Damn, I wish we had a Party Moon. That could be quite interesting. But one thing I do want to try is, if we got the Party Earth, what if we try the Blood Moon? So how about that? Let's just put it at a decent distance. I mean, the Earth can hold a moon. We know that. The moon's already got the correct size and stuff. So here's the Blood Moon. Now, what if we try and colonize the Blood Moon? Oh, its texture's been ruined. No, what happened to it? This thing had a custom texture at one point. Ah, that's a shame. Looks like we can't use that. Yeah, moon. Yeah, this one, that should be a moon texture. I don't know what's happened to it. Very, very strange. But yeah, looks like we can't use the Blood Moon, unfortunately. Ah, that's annoying. And we're not in the latest versions. We can't just recustomize the moon either. Ah, oh well. So there we go. But okay, we could try and find another sort of moon that could fit around the Party Earth. Do we have any other rainbow rocky planets. We can't use what even is this because that doesn't have a surface, a proper surface you can add oceans to. Okay, so no, I think we'll just have to scrap the idea. We'll leave party Earth be. So there we go. Or we could have a moon matching the atmosphere color. So no, I don't want to use Candy God. I think we've had I don't want to overuse the Fire God planets and stuff. So I don't want to have any more of those. So okay, so I could have a binary party. That'd be very interesting. But no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go for the hot pink template here. So there we go. I'm just going to place that there. It's actually bigger than the party, so we need to make the sky a lot smaller. So we'll go to the 1,300, just a random value, auto orbit around the Earth there. There we go. So now that is added. So there we go. Right now temperature. Right, let's just let it run. So let's see. Okay, so smoking up. Yeah, I don't think it has the mass to handle it. I think that's why. Yeah, the mass. Yeah, that's not big enough. So put it to 1.2 moons. I'm hoping that should be that should work. So if we add the oceans back, yeah, okay, so it's just frozen. All right, that's fine. So it's getting very cold here. We need to really buff that. The albedo is very, very high here, so we're going to lower that albedo, reset it to 0 degrees. Okay, it's smoking up again, right? We just have to put the mass to 2.5. Voila. Okay, I'm hoping that should be all right. So how is our temperature's warming up? Okay, looking good. So we have all of the appropriate things we need. ATM is very low, so I'll put it to 1 to try and get it as Earth-like as possible there. It's getting very, very warm now because we're a lot closer to the star, remember, because over there we're a lot further away. So this is getting really hot, so we're going to really increase that albedo. And so this has the same stats as Earth in every setting, I believe. Like this practically is just the regular Earth. Like it has the very high settings, yeah, 98 on both stats, very, very high. So yeah. Since this is a smaller object, I think higher surface pressures make it a lot hotter than larger objects. I think that's the way it works in the older versions. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there. But yeah, there we are. So I'm just going to lower the water now just so we can get that surface to appear. And I think I'll go with the theme. I think we'll go with a really funky sort of surface colour to match the party Earth there. So there we go. And I think I'll go with white clouds as well. Just call it party. I'll just call it party Earth Moon, just so we can get the Earth in the name, so we can get the white clouds. There we go. So that's looking good. Right, temperature is still very hot. You know, we'll lower it a bit. We'll go to 0.9. I don't want to have it too low, though, because we need anything, like, in the low atmosphere pressures. Yeah, it lowers our stats, because, yeah, high pressures we can do a lot better in than low pressures. Low pressures will destroy your life likelihood stat, but you can have slightly higher ones. Like, if we put it to 1, you can see here 13.8. But I think if we lower it to, say, 0.5 and go back, 7.5, because it's still changing, but yeah, 1 ATM, so we've gone from 7.5 back to 13, so it's almost doubled there. The lower pressures, that's a big no-no. I do not like, or do not wish to use too much low pressures, but I think 0.9, we can probably get away with that. So there we go. Surface temperature, okay, it's cooling down a bit. We just need to find the sweet spot where it warms up, so let's just put it to 20. So it's still warming up. I don't want it to get too hot though, so we just have to find that sweet spot around 20-ish degrees. So we'll let that roll there to see how it goes. Right, now onto the surface colours. Right, so if we look at the party Earth itself, we can mainly see up here, like you can mainly see it's just mainly rainbow colour, but I reckon we could probably get away with, maybe if we use the primary colours like red, yellow and blue, maybe that could look quite good on here. So, okay, so we'll go high elevation, we'll go with red. So there we go, then we'll go with, let's try blue. Okay, that's looking pretty funky, because I think yellow would be the colour we need to add the least in there. But we can add yellow, lower the water a bit, just so hopefully we can see some of that yellow show up as well. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, come on, I want to get a bit of this showing up. Hope we can get all the colours in there. But yeah, there we go. Can we see any of the yellow? I'm not sure if we can. I think... Okay, yeah, see, the yellow is just blending with the blue too much. So if we put the blue, maybe we use the blue, put that to yellow, and then have the low elevation as a blue. Will that help? No? Doesn't look like it's doing much there. I mean, yeah, the blue looks better than the yellow, I think. That looks cooler for me. So there we go. And then low elevation... green? Oh, the green shows up a lot better than the yellow does. Look at that. So green and then yellow. Yeah. We can lower the water again as well, just so we can see a bit more of it. So there we go. So there you can see a bit of the yellow now, but I'm thinking maybe the green is the better option here, unless we try yellow on the high elevation. And then we have red on the lower elevation, like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I think I'll roll that, actually. Yeah, so we can have, like, yellow snow, we've got blue land, and then red sort of sandy beaches along the coastlines. So, yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, I'm happy with that. So, a very funky one, obviously. Not really the most realistic looking. If we check out our stats now, They should have gone up. So we got 75 and 8.97. I mean, it's all right. The temperature's getting a little too warm for my liking, so I'm going to increase that albedo a bit more. But I am going to buff this to 180M again as well. That's still cooling down. Okay, that's fine. So that life likelihood should increase. So we will have to come back to that and see if it's changed. But yeah, there we got Party Earth, and then we got its Party Earth moon here as well. Some very funky colours on it to match the parent planet. So there we go. Right, I'm happy with that. So there we go. So I think that's the moons in there. But yeah, I'm not going to try adding moons to anything like Pascal or stuff, because it's just getting too close to the star now. So I'm going to leave those be. Right, now onto asteroid belts. So obviously we've got our wind god out here, so we need to check its stats. So it's okay, so it's about 4 AU away. So I'm going to add an asteroid belt from about 5 AU. So, oh, and I need to save after this as well. So yeah, we're going to go here. Right, inner radius we're going to have at 5, and then we're going to go about, let's just try 10. How does that look? So voila. So there should, yeah, there's an asteroid belt there. You can definitely, yeah, there we go. So that's further out than the star, but it's not too close to the other star. So there we go. Lag levels is starting to increase, so I don't want to go too much more with crazy rings. So yeah, I'm just gonna have the asteroid belt around this star. I'm not gonna bother doing it with the other star. But yeah, I'm gonna throw a save in. So yeah, there we go. Yep, there we are. Right, replace that, of course. Right, so that is this star done. I am completely happy and satisfied with the way this part of the system looks. And now we're going to head to the second star down here. So there we go. Right, now onto the planets around here. So Lava God. Some rings around this could look quite interesting, I have to say. So realistic. We are going to rotate it just to get rid of that annoying shadow rubbish. So let's just go ahead and... there we go. Right, so that's that shadow glitch gone there just due to the multiple stars. Right, now rings. How could we have rings with here? So let's try the Uranus rings. And then we're going to go to radius again. So we'll go with quite similar to what we put with the other ones. We'll go with 1.6, and then we'll go to about 2.9. How about that? So radius. Or we could have a smaller ring. So let's go we'll go with 2.3. There we go. Add ring. So the ring is added. Obviously, it's quite faint since it's the colour of Uranus, but or the Uranus like dark charcoal one. But there you go. So you can see there's a little minor ring there. It's a little wider than what Jupiter's ring is, but it's still quite faint. But it is there. So there we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's fine. So voila, that is that ring added now. So yeah, there we go. So Lava God's ring. So that's all looking good. This one seems to have cooled down in temperature a bit, so we may have to do a bit of maintenance on here just to get this guy warmed up. Yeah, and you can see the rings going around there. So what's going on here then? So if we lower the albedo, how about that? There you go, get some warm up. There you go, my friend. So there we go. Don't want to let it go too badly there. So I'm just going to increase the albedo till it starts to... There we go. So okay, I'll leave it like that. So that's warming up. That's fine. Look underneath the atmosphere as well. So that's what it looks like underneath still. So the oceans are still there. Or more of a giant lakes and stuff. But yeah, there we go. So that's fine. And then we've also got the rings on it. So looking good. Okay, all right. So then moving on, I do want to try and sneak another moon in here, but yeah, I've said this before, I don't like having too many moons in my systems, just for lag purposes, as well as rings. So yeah, I'll definitely think I can add actually, yeah, speaking of rings, I'll add another set of rings. This will be the last set I add though. Let's go back to realistic. So we've got a very reflective object here. Now this one, if I remember, was tilted on its, was it tilted on its, oh, we could make it tilted. No, I'm going to keep it, oh, we could do that. Have it sort of on its side like Uranus would be there. Oh, so I think with it on its side with ice white rings could look really cool. So I'm going to sort of have it not completely tilted like Uranus, but I'm going to have sort of a mix in between Saturn and Uranus sort of tilt. So yeah, so Saturn's already quite tilted like Earth and Neptune as well actually, but I'm not going to have it completely like Uranus, but I'm not going to have it completely like Earth or Saturn where it'll be slightly tilted. We're going to have something in the sort of the middle between those. So there we go there. Then I'm going to go with Uranus rings again. I'm going to go with manual. I'm going to go, yeah, white. White's already selected. Right, and then here we go. So we'll go with, we'll just do it in kilometers. So, okay, the planet's radius is 4,500. So we'll go with 5,000 to begin with. And then we'll go all the way out to about 20, oh no, 15,000. Voila. So see how that looks. There we go. It didn't use our, where's our ring color? Why didn't you do that? Control Z, undo. Did that undo it? Yeah, it did undo. All right. Ring texture, Saturn or Uranus. If we try Saturn. Yeah, color. Yeah, manual. No? Control Z again? All right, let's just go over, get rid of the Uranus ring then. So we'll just go with the regular Another, yeah, I think we can do it with Saturn rings. I think you can customize those. But yeah, just so we don't have any problems with it, I'll just go the regular rings here. So then we'll go with manual color. We've got white already selected there. Ring textures, nothing selected at all. Okay, so 5,000 and then 15,000. So there we go. Add rings. No? Where's that? Is it because we're on flashlight? We need flashlight. There we go. Oh, no, it's just me being stupid. Right, there we go. So Control Z, I'm going to try and undo. There we go. Right, so I'm going to put that a lot higher. So I'm going to go over around 7,500. Then, I want it deleted them. So we've got to do that again. So that, as long as if that add ring button disappears, you've got to start all over again. So, yeah. 7,500 I wanted. So 7,500. I guess we can leave it 80. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we are. Add ring. There we go. Still, I want to have it. So, Control Z. Let's go with 11,000. I want to have the ring a little further in there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think I can roll that. Something a little different. So it's not really, the rings aren't really that close to the planet, but they're not really too wide either. So yeah, I'm going to go with that, actually. I think that's fine. So it goes, so there's pearl, and it's got some pearl white rings to go with it too. So there we go, back on realistic mode. There you go. So the rings are way less visible. But you can see them there. They are there. It's just the starlight just doesn't show them up very well, even though they're white in colour, which is surprising. But yeah, there's a good look of them there. But yeah, there we go. So now moving on, I do want to add one moon around this star, one of the planets around this star. So what could we add the moon around? So we've got Lime Earth. I don't want to have it around the Pearl World. We've got Dark Earth here. So there's Pearl again. There's another one. It's the Sea God. What about Sea God? So here we go. So one Earth in size, so we could have a one moon. That would look really cool with a moon, I think. So yeah, we're going to roll with that. So what sort of moon do we want to put around this? So this will be the sort of the finishing touch for the whole system. So what could we have? Oh, Neptune God. Honestly, it's tempting, but I don't want any more cloud objects in here because I think it'd be a little too many of them in here. So I don't want to like overdo it and just have a whole system full of the crazy cloud objects. I mean, that could be maybe I could do that at some point, just doing the crazy cloud objects, but it's up to you guys if you want to see that. But yeah, here we go. So what could we use? No gas giants. Maybe one of the old templates again. Well, we've already used a white object. We've used a green one. Oh, I'm just thinking about what colour. What about the darker green? This was colour we never really used much. Yeah, I'm gonna use the darker green. So here we go. Place that a decent distance away. That's too close. I don't know. That needs to be further than that. So there we go. I've rolled that. This needs to be way small. So put it to one moon. This is gonna go to about 3,000. So just something small again. Auto orbit. So there we go. Alright, so click play. Right, that's still a little too big for my liking. Let's go over 2,600. There we go. That's a little more reasonable there. Right. So then this is one massive Earth, so that's fine. This can easily keep hold of that. Look how cool the planet looks on this moon. Oh, that is so good. Right. So temperature, right? It's 280, so this should easily be warming up. So we'll put it to 180 M as well. So we just have to keep it comfortably, and it's 0 degrees. So just let it reset. Right. So there we go. So let's get that ocean added. Right, then I want some land, of course. So, no, not too much. Right. So let's just get the sweet spot. So there we go, there's our land. Right, and I don't want any green on the land. So I'm just going to put it all to white for now. Right, there we go. The white land's not looking too bad. What if we try like a sort of brownish, or maybe a bit of a sand? So we've got a bit of a sand, no. Yeah, I'll leave white on the top elevation. Mid elevation, what if we go with like a muddy sort of brown? Just something to mix it up a bit. I'm not too sure. Oh, ow. Lovely, of course. Why wouldn't we see this again? You know, it always wants to get us before we finish up. So I'll just customize it while we're paused. So we'll just get a look underneath the atmosphere as well. So that's what we got underneath. Yeah, that brown is way too overwhelming. Maybe a mix of green and brown. No, okay, so that's what we got now. A little less. Yeah, this brown, I think, needs to go. No. Maybe more of a pale, sort of sandy. No. I'm not buying it. I don't like that. That doesn't look good. What if I try the sandy yellow, and then I have the brown on the higher elevation? So there we go. It's more of a desert world still. Yeah, that's all right. No, the deeper yellow, no, wait. We'll keep it with the pale yellow. High elevation is fine. That's fine with the brown. Low elevation, grey. Nah, that does look quite deserty. I want to have a bit of green, a bit of life on it. So there we go. Just have to find that correct sort of green. I do want to darken this yellow. Ooh, I'm not sure. I mean, it does look kind of boring. And I do like to get the colour blend in quite nicely. That's just overkill with the green. The planet's already green as well, so we don't want to have too much green. I mean, we can have some very, very dark greens, actually. Why not? So very, very dark, thick forest. Maybe like a forest planet. Maybe what about that? But I don't want any white. No, we'll just put that to... No, we don't want to use that, right? I think I might just go with all different shades of dark green. Just have a real mix of different sort of shades. And then have a lighter green around the coasts. Yeah, how about that? And then I am going to have it as a very, very thick forested world. So we're not going to have too many oceans. And then if we add the atmosphere and stuff, that's what you get. So a very, very forest world. Got some bits of water on it. It looks like most of the ocean appears in the north up there. So if we just look. So that's just a full look of the world as well. So yeah, there's a decent patches of water on there, but it's a very thick forested world. That dark green, maybe just a tad too dark. There we go. And I'm just had a bit more water on it, but yeah, forest world is what I'm going to go over on this one. So there we go. How about that? Or maybe just on the coastlines. Maybe I'll go with a yellow actually, just to represent sand again. There we go. Just to switch things up, so it's not too much green. But yeah, there we go. Add that on. Right, how are we doing temperature-wise? So 3 degrees, warming up nicely. And our forest world's got some decent stats on it as well, and that will change as the planet warms up. But yeah, there we go. So I think that will do it for this system. But we'll just get a quick look of our parent planet on the surface of this guy as well. So we've got our star over there, and our parent. Imagine seeing that in the sky. There's those ultra electric blue clouds. Look how cool that looks. Love that. That looks awesome. So if we click play, bit of it in action there. So we've got our star. And then our planet over there as well, rotating too. So yeah, there we go. Very happy with that. But yeah, that will do it for this system, I think. And actually, I am going to put Earth in the name just so we can get some white clouds just to switch things up as well. So there we go. Yeah, I'm liking the way that looks. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, very happy with that. But yeah, I do want to go back to Party Earth. I just want to make sure it's all working fine. So Party Earth Moon, that is, yeah, hasn't frozen or anything, so we'll just check the stats on this now. So yeah, that's alright, that's fine. Temperature wise, we're at 24 degrees, yeah, that's alright. And then Moon 1 all the way over here. So how are we doing? Yep, here we go. And that was our very sort of basic looking world. Right there, 100 degrees, no way we're having that. So we're going to let that albedo cool that down a bit, put it back to 0 degrees. Frozen glitch is back once more. Lovely. This is on. We did have it on earlier though. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the same process as before, like so. And then yeah, we'll get the save of the system while it is like that. So there we go. Save and replace. But yeah, with that all finished up, yeah, I think that's it for this system, guys. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this 3-part series of making the whole habitable planet solar system. So yeah, every single object in here habitable. I'm pretty sure they've all got a decent life likelihood. But yeah, if we just check the stats so we can have a full comparison. I'm guessing Party Earth will probably be the highest, but you never know, right? So here we have got 88 and 62, 91 and 13. How about Pascal here? Can I stop clicking the rings? Pascal. It's down here. We have got 88 and 36, 91 and 20. So the life likelihood's usually the harder one to get. 97 and 63, so yeah, this one's got really good stats, that one, the nice electric blue clouds. We've got this one, 95, 23, 91 and 27, then we've got this one with 98 and 98. I don't think anything's topping that, because it's just so close to Earth in absolutely everything, because it pretty much is an Earth. 92 and 74, very good ones on the reflective object here. Fire God, 83 and 42, not bad. 81 and 28, 77 and 32, and then the last object, 76 and 9. So yeah, all objects, they've got life likelihood, they've got similarity to Earth. So yeah, there we go. Decent stats on all of those, and obviously our stars, the only things that don't have any stats on them for the life and all that. But yeah, there we go. Very, very happy with the way this system has turned out, guys. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Any feedback for this system, much appreciated. If you got anything, just any points whatsoever, anything I could have changed, just let me know down below. And also, if you like this video, let's even go for 40 likes for the last part of this series as well, guys. And subscribe if you're new. Helps on the journey to 14,000 subscribers. I believe we're about halfway there now, so that is awesome. A massive thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed and continues coming back to watch every video as well. Massive thank you. And yeah, guys, with that all out of the way, make sure you guys all have a great day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.